The temple was silent, the air thick with the scent of incense and ancient stone. Krystos sat cross-legged within a glowing circle of runes, their light pulsating like a heartbeat. The mystic stood behind him, their androgynous form shrouded in the flickering shadows cast by nearby candles. Their voice, deep yet melodic, reverberated in the chamber like a hymn from another world. "Clear your mind, Krystos," the mystic urged, their tone steady yet commanding. "Let the bloodline guide you to the truth it holds. The answers are within you." Krystos took a deep breath, inhaling the charged air of the sacred space. His eyes closed, his body sinking into the rhythm of the mystic's chanting. Slowly the physical world dissolved, giving way to an expansive void. At first there was only darkness. Then faint echoes stirred, growing louder, until he found himself standing in a familiar yet unreachable memory. He was in his childhood home, vibrant and alive as it had been before his parents' deaths. His mother, regal and determined, was pacing the room clutching an ancient scroll. His father stood nearby, his jaw set in grim determination. They were arguing, their voices low but tense. "We can't let him find it," his mother whispered fiercely. "Stephen will destroy everything if he gets his hands on this knowledge." His father nodded, his face shadowed by worry. "I'll hide it where he'll never look. But we have to leave now. He's already too close." The scene shifted abruptly, and Krystos found himself on a foggy mountain road. He recognized the car immediately, the same one his parents had died in. A shadow appeared ahead, dark and foreboding. The car swerved violently, trying to avoid it, but the tires skidded on the loose gravel. Krystos watched, helpless, as the vehicle careened off the road, tumbling down a steep embankment. The shadow moved closer, stepping into the light. It was Stephen. His features were unmistakable, his expression one of twisted triumph. He stood at the edge of the embankment, watching the wreckage with cold detachment. "Fools!" Stephen muttered, his voice dripping with malice. Krystos wanted to scream, to intervene, but he was frozen, a prisoner in this haunting replay of the past. The vision shifted again, now showing Stephen rummaging through the wreckage. His parents' lifeless bodies lay crumpled amidst the twisted metal, but Stephen showed no sign of remorse. Instead, he reached into the debris and pulled out a blood-streaked locket. He held it up, his eyes gleaming with cruel satisfaction. So much power, wasted on the weak. But it will serve me well. The vision shattered like glass, and Krystos was yanked back to the present, gasping for breath. His heart thundered in his chest, his body trembling from the intensity of what he had seen. The mystic knelt beside him, their expression calm yet watchful. "What did the bloodline show you?" they asked softly. Krystos clenched his fists, his voice low and seething with anger. "Stephen, he killed them. My parents' deaths weren't an accident. They were his doing. He wanted something from them, something tied to the bloodline." The mystic's gaze hardened, though their voice remained composed. "Then it is as I feared. The locket he took holds more than sentiment. It is a vessel of power, forged through your lineage. If Stephen still possesses it, his strength will only grow." Krystos stood, the weight of revelation pressing heavily on his shoulders. Yet within the pain, he felt a growing resolve. The truth was no longer buried, and with it came a renewed purpose. "We need to find that locket," Krystos said firmly, his voice steady despite the storm raging within. "I won't let him desecrate their memory, or our bloodline, any longer." The mystic nodded, their expression solemn. "The past has revealed its truth. Now the future demands your action." As the light from the runes dimmed, leaving the temple bathed in shadow, Krystos knew his path was set. The burden of his ancestry was no longer a chain. It was a weapon, and he would wield it with the fury of justice.
It's in my bloodline, yeah. I was born with it.